Welcome to the Marshall Pruitt Podcast. A little week in IndyCar visit with our friend Bill Miller, president of the Arlington Grand Prix. Bill, we're not too far away. March 13th through 15th, the
Yeah.
Java House Grand Prix of Arlington is coming up quickly. Round 2 for the NTT IndyCar Series. Wanted to check in with you, see how things are going, get into some details in a moment, but big new first-time event. I have to believe Texas is getting pretty fired up for this. Are you fired up? Panicked?
Oh,
This is a first-timer, man.
yeah. It's so exciting. I've been on the project now a little bit over about a year and a half now, and our vision was really to create a new marquee signature event that reimagines, excuse me, the experience for our guests, the media, those that watch on television. And we've got the perfect backdrop here in the entertainment district of Arlington, and we've got perfect partners with the Cowboys and Rangers here. And so we're out to create something special.
What are you looking at from a size standpoint? How many folks are you looking to try and pack in? Tell us about ticket sales and options. I don't mean this from a promo standpoint. It's just I've been going to the Long Beach Grand Prix forever. I know what that's like. I know the footprint, how many people to expect.
Yeah.
What do you think we're going to be seeing here at Arlington in terms of
You,
size and
you,
sales?
we'll have probably, on Sunday, 35,000 plus spectators,
Wow.
potentially more, 50 when you add in suite guests and things like that. The important thing relative to a first time event, we're out to make the best event, not the biggest event. This is new for everybody. So you want to set it up so we know and understand the flow of guests around the property and how it works and what areas are desirable from a viewing standpoint. Where maybe do we add things? We want a combination of grandstands as well as really awesome spectator viewing areas for our general admission guests. We're really out to enhance that as well. So that's what we're looking at.
Tell me about the build. We think of any street race tends to be a super disruptive thing wherever it's taking place. You've obviously now are going to host a motor race where the Dallas Cowboys have their NFL season, Texas Rangers have their Major League Baseball season. Fortunately, one will have ended, the other one
Yes.
about to start. So the timing is intentional, but you still have to shut down a lot of things. But when do you start building the Arlington Grand Prix?
Yeah, we will begin our load in of items, barriers, fencing, and that the first part of February. Working initially on, let's call it, the private lots, the lots of the Rangers and the Cowboys, building out the suite structures, starting the grandstands. Then we'll sequence into the barriers that make up the circuit. We have 2,805 barriers that will encompass the 2.73 miles. Then that's about a 4 to 6 week process of laying those out, not closing down the roadways and such. A unique thing relative to the district is it's built to bring in lots of people. 100,000 plus people just for a Cowboys game. So we've got large infrastructure around the area. Relative to a place like Detroit or Long Beach, where you are right in the urban hub of commerce on a daily basis. Certainly there's businesses around, but we've got a great footprint to work around relative to not being too intrusive and disruptive to the community. And we've been working on and articulating what this build out schedule will be, letting them know how it'll be. So it's been very positive thus far.
Got a lot of really interesting partners and participants in this event. Obviously, all the sporting teams that I just mentioned also have Penske Entertainment centrally involved in helping to
Yes.
make this happen. And then there's a new wrinkle somewhat recently with Fox Corporation buying into Penske Entertainment, IndyCar. They're not just the broadcaster anymore, they're co-owners and also presenters of the event on TV. Tell me about those factors, because Bill, this doesn't just sound like you wake up and do
Yeah.
your own thing. It sounds like you've got 412 people all
Oh,
locked into this process.
hey, it's the wonderful thing about that is we got a tremendous brain trust that is part of this operation. I mean, when you take the expertise across all those disciplines, the experience of Penske Entertainment, which I'm a part of, and their years and decades of promoting events. You take the Cowboys and the Rangers and in their experience and their depth and what their staff understands, and now having Fox is both an equity partner in Penske Entertainment as well as having the broadcast rights. Innovation, I think, on television always starts with them. They've done such an incredible job, and it's going to be awesome to see the storytelling that comes out of here with them and their visuals and how they present this race nationally and what ultimately goes international. It's going to be pretty cool.
So we just saw here a couple days ago, it feels like, definite impression being made. Joseph Newgarden on the ground for Cowboys game, interacting a bit with Tom Brady, Fox broadcast crew. What do we think we're going to get from that side as we get closer to race time? I'm sure there'll be plenty of promos on Fox through the NFL season leading up to this, but once we start to get into race week, are you expecting to see baseball players, football players, you name it, a part of this to help uplift the event?
I certainly would. We've had great support with drivers in the market right now. We've had Pato at Rangers games. We've, as you mentioned, Joseph just at the football game there. Kyle Kirkwood was. Christian Rasmussen's going to be in market next week for the Rangers toy drive. You've got a wonderful stable of alumni that still live in DFW Metroplex, North Texas area on both the Rangers side and the Cowboys side. And there's a number of race fans in there as well. So we anticipate people will be out in groves to watch this inaugural event. Inaugural event only happens once, so you don't want to miss it.
Having been there for, I think, the debut of IndyCar at Texas Motor Speedway back in 1997, went off really well. Big crowd, popular event. Very fortunate that did well and sustained itself for a good long while. Out, though, in a bit of an area, at least at that time in Denton, Texas, where it's the DFW area, but there's nothing out there. So not a lot
there
of,
is now.
yeah, definitely now. But culturally, this wasn't a big hub where a buzz would get raised. Where this is being held, though, in Arlington, different case. As you're going out, getting lunch, getting a sandwich, refueling your car, doing normal things in life outside of the bubble. What are you hearing from folks? Do they have an awareness of this? Are you making that impact you're hoping?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I live right here in the entertainment district, so I can walk to work in the morning and walk back in the evening, and so I'm hitting those restaurants at night, and I'm hitting those areas, and when I'm wearing my logo, people certainly ask me about it, and they are intrigued. They understand it, and we still you articulate this vision because they haven't experienced it yet. But as we know, the first time you have a car go by you at 180 miles per hour, and then down these streets that they're driving 35 miles an hour on, it's going to make an impression. And as you describe that to them, it's pretty cool to see their eyes light up, and they're excited about it. It's something new. It's something different. Obviously, they support the sports teams tremendously, but this is going to add a new element to the district, and they're very excited about it. City of Arlington is fired up.
I love it. Last thing or two for you, Bill. So one of the major initiatives, additions that Penske Entertainment's been wanting to do, I know that Fox Sports, they've been pushing hard for, is anything that's new, anything we can amplify. We don't just want to put on a motor race, come in, watch cars go around and go home. How can we create more of a festival type atmosphere? Long Beach being the template for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Separate from the racing cars, how much of and here's some music, here's some food, here's some whatever else, here's some big awesome places for kids to come and play. Tell us about building out the rest of the event beyond the cars.
Yeah, we're going absolutely. We're going to have music entertainment. This area, they love their music. They love their concerts. Concerts will be a part of it. We've got great immersive experiences. In one of our clubs, we are building the winter circle within the club. So So when the champion is crowned, they will be surrounded by the people in the club at the WinStar Winners Club. That's a new element. We've got cars going underneath clubs on the racing circuit. Two of them that we'll have. And you want to celebrate the whole event culture, like you say, not just what's on the track, other things, and we'll bring in other elements that provide some entertainment along the way. We're not quite ready to announce them yet, but we're working on some cool and exciting things.
Let's close on this. Go to a lot of motor races every year. Some, not many, have a real in-state or local feel. When I go to Road America, right, go to amazing event there in Wisconsin, you are in Wisconsin, Bill. Everything about it, not just the people, not just the visuals, but the beer, the food, hardcore culture. I've never been to Texas for anything that just felt neutral. It always feels 1,000% Texas. How much Texan flavor do you think is going to be infused in this inaugural Java House Grand Prix here in Arlington?
Yeah, absolutely. You certainly respect and will represent the culture. I can tell you, you're going to have great smells. They love their barbecue, and Legends are catering and concessionaire. They've got their own smokers, and we're going to have local flair of the DFW. So it's going to feel very authentic Texas when it comes to food and beverage around the property. And we'll have some other elements that certainly showcase the area and the state.
All right, I lied. I want to throw in one more. So you've been doing this for a while. What's the thing you're most excited about for this? I realize there's a lot of weight on your shoulders as president to pull off the event, but separate from that, the work side, just Bill the fan. What's the thing that you're really fired up about most for this?
Well, I had the privilege of being a part of the grand opening for California Speedway and working with Greg Penske on that. And we helped redefine the way events were promoted and started with the guest experience that we had there. I look at taking this, working with our team and working with our partners to take it to a different level here with some of the things that we just talked about that are innovated. It has me fired up to be back in the motorsports business after a little hiatus of doing a few other things. And so it's going to be a new event. It's going to be one of the marquee events on the series, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great for the area, the city of Arlington, North Texas. It's going to be great for IndyCar. It's going to be great for that fan base that really wants to get fired up about IndyCar racing.
Hoping this becomes a long-standing tradition. Been to too many amazing events. Baltimore, for example. I loved every minute of Baltimore and dang near cried when it went away after 2 or 3 editions. So hopefully this is something 5-10 years from now we're looking back fondly at all the races that have been run and the continuation of this. So I know that's a big thing that's important to you as well.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I think really it starts with the partnerships on the front end. You've got the Cowboys and you've got the Rangers and you've got Penske Entertainment, different relative to the Baltimore event, and you've got the support of the city of Arlington that their goal is to bring events into this entertainment district. And then when you add the support of Java House and the list of sponsors that we've announced and we will announce, they're fired up to deliver something that lasts in the community. One thing that I've been so impressed over the years about IndyCar racing in these areas, and you look at St. Pete celebrating over 21 years. You look at Detroit, they've got 45 years plus of heritage of motorsports. Long Beach, 50 years of holding an event in a community. We know how to do it right with the IndyCar series to make it part of the culture and part of the fabric of the community. And that's what we're looking to establish here, and we're off to a good start. So we've got the right building blocks in place, and we're looking forward to deliver a great event and welcoming everybody here in March.
Sellout. Do you think it's possible to have a sellout first time around? What's
That
considered?
is certainly our goal, and I think we're well on our way to setting ourselves up for success. Like we say, we want to deliver a great value for every single person that shows up. I like to say one guest at a time, and we're going to deliver an experience that gets them here the first time, to be a part of that history and bring them back. We're going to have children 12 and under free for our general admission area. So all they have to do is ask their parents to take them to the race that day, and we know we'll get a lot of them out there. So we're doing things like that, and we look forward to really creating lifelong race fans.
What do you have in your mind as, okay, I'm going to leave here happy, thinking this was a win? Are there things where you'd go, hey, you know what, actually, these are some of the bars in my mind, the levels that we want to hit, and if we don't set, I'm going to leave disappointed from this inaugural event?
Sure. Great question. We have to worry about what we can control. And we can work and control the guest experience, the experience for the competitors that arrive, for the media, yourself that arrives and providing you a proper workspace, for every guest that is around the property that they enjoy themselves, the hospitality people getting these cool experiences that get them to see the series. We can't control the weather. We can't control the product on the track. It's fabulous unto itself. We think we're going to have a great racing circuit. We need to execute on the things that we can control, and I think we'll be well on our way to establishing a great event long term there. And we're going to learn. No matter what, when you have a first time event, you think people may congregate in one area and maybe they hang out in another area. You're going to learn those things and you're going to massage them along the way, like that. We just want to make sure we're nimble, that we can adjust and pivot as we need to.
Going to be any issues when I go to pick up my credentials and I've got my 49ers hat and 49ers shirt on? Because I sure as hell am not going to be representing the Cowboys. I can tell you that.
Oh, well, we welcome all fans here in the city.
You sure?
Of
You're not going to be alerting security? Anybody in red? Boot them out?
I can say, you make the point, but as I go to Cowboys games and I go to Rangers games, it is impressive when you really look at these being those destination stadiums and the number of people that want to come in from out of town to be a part of those venues because they're so cool, they're so iconic, they do such a great job, and we see that here. So when I go to the games, I see a lot of people from a variety of locations around the world. We had people from Europe here at the last Cowboys game because they were in town for the Formula One race down in Coda, and they came on out for a Cowboys game. Yeah, you gotta love that. And so it's going to be great to bring in people from all over the place. I mean, thus far we've got over 45 states and 8 countries that have purchased tickets. So
wow.
It shows that this can be a destination event and something that the entire series can be proud of.
I'm excited to see AT&T Stadium. I can tell you our own Levi's Stadium, we live 15 minutes away from it, brand new about 10 years ago. Complete trash, Bill. It's among the worst stadiums I've ever seen, and it's damn near new. So I can't wait to see, well, your team's kind of trash. The stadium there is amazing, so I can't wait. So, yeah.
It's incredible. They just finished a 2-phase refresh, let's call it. And it's 16 years old, I want to say, and it is still one of the finest out there. I still think it's the gold standard of stadiums that are built, and the Jones family and their team, they do such an incredible job with it. It's pretty cool. And then Globe Life the same way. I mean, and they hosted the World Series during the COVID lockdown, and I think it really highlighted how cool that stadium is. And to have both of them as our backdrop, it's pretty awesome.
Well, Bill, thank you for joining. Thanks again to our show partners at the Justice Brothers and TorontoMotorsports.com. Genuinely can't wait to get there, see this, experience this, and yeah, I'm enjoying my off season, Bill. I don't want it to speed up too fast. I still want to enjoy some downtime, but truly looking forward to this. So really going to be an awesome time here, March 13 through 15 in good old Arlington, Texas.
Well, thank you for having me.